again, you saw the commercial a moment ago for the big payback that's happening this week, and helping a lot of nonprofits and charities around. And one that's really near and dear to us on this show is New Leash on Life up in Lebanon, and they've helped us out so much. It's such great people, and to adopt out the animals and the passion they have for them. So we're going to help spread the word about them today. Let's bring in Angela Chapman. She's the director of New Leash on Life. Angela, how are you, ma'am?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm fantastic. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. All right, the big payback. I'm going to pull up your guys' website real quick, and there's a tab on the website, and we're going to show some cool puppies and doggies here in just a second. Let me get this website up here. And the big payback. All right, there's at the very top of the page there. You go to the newleashonline.org, and you can donate. What do you guys need, Angela?
We need a van with rear air conditioning. Our van, 3 years in a row, the air conditioning went out. We are to the point where it's pretty much not fixable, and we have to have something to at least make it remotely comfortable to transport our animals safely. You know how it is with the summer heat around here. We just cannot function without one.
I know, and every time I go to see you guys, there's a lot about you guys do so much to foster, to adopt, to pick up animals. You guys are constantly going somewhere. So this van is just more than, hey, we need a van. There's a huge purpose for this van, just like you said.
Exactly. And, even this week, we are slated to go and pick up 10 dogs from a family that can no longer take care of them. Mm. And how do you do that? 10 animals is not something we can just, put in our personal vehicles or, ask a buddy. It's just those situations arise. And as long as we have what we need, we can continue to help in those ways. But things like this, our van having an air issue has just completely kind of, halted us at some of our programs.
Oh, I hate that. Again, the website, you go there and you click on it. And it goes, you guys done a great job this, Angela, because it just really does all the work for you.
Well, that's partially the Community Foundation. They do such a great job of partnering with all of us and making this happen. So they do give us some help on this, I assure you.
Well, good with all that goes on. All right, so this to donate. But if people, I know the big payback is Wednesday and Thursday, but you don't have to wait till Wednesday and Thursday to donate, correct?
No, you can go ahead and schedule your donation anytime. We've had a few people give over the weekend, which has been great. Thank them so much. But we really need some more support. And we actually have someone that has offered $1,000 match. So anyone that gives right now, their donation is actually doubled because we have a donor that's matching up to $1,000.
Oh, that is simply fantastic. Angela, how long have you been at New Leash on Life?
I've been with them 7 years this month.
Wow.
Yes.
And the question I've asked you, but I'm going to ask you again, how do you do it? I mean, how do you do it? Because I go there and it breaks my heart, but at the same time, you see people show up that adopt the animals and it kind of warms your heart. It's like a back and forth every day.
It is. And folks like you that really recognize that kind of keep us going. The people of the community, I say all the time, like every post we make, we put #ItTakesAVillage because we're here and we see the things, but we couldn't do any of this except that the people in the community support our efforts. It's you guys, you make it happen.
Oh, and again, I love your staff too, because they're so passionate about the lives of these animals that you really, I know it's not saying this because it's saying it, but you couldn't do it without your staff.
Oh, you're right. I have the best people and they care so much and they will do anything above and beyond. I had people here this morning at 6 a.m. before they even had to be. I had folks last night that stayed late. They get it done no matter what.
Is it, I know it's cyclical. I mean, you see adoptions go up and down and dogs and cats come in and go out. But right now, I mean, with all the shelters, it's at a critical stage, is it not?
It really is. So everyone had this idea that last year we would see something like what's going on now, but what everyone was trying to predict, they just didn't predict the right time frame. So what we're finding is we're getting a lot more requests for surrendering pets. And, sometimes people say, well, how can you do that? I couldn't get rid of my animal. Well, a lot of people's situations, they have just run out of options and they are looking to us truly as a last option to help them because they just are in tough situations. And so we're seeing a lot more people needing to surrender, and we don't have as many people able to adopt right now. We just have kind of this bottleneck that you never want to see happen, but it's happening across the country, and we're certainly feeling it here in Middle Tennessee.
Well, what I've learned in dealing and talking to you is that, I would get, and I've talked to you about this, I'd get so upset when somebody dropped their pet off, but then you got to understand there's a situation that became critical for them dropping your pet off, and it's better to be with you guys than it is just to roam free and drop it off the middle of the street somewhere.
And that's just it. We would much rather someone come to us, even if it's tough for them, to know that their pet's going to be safe, rather than, dump them or, leave them in a situation that they're not sure how the animal's going to be. So yeah, it's tough. But like you said, we try to remember the big picture and recognize that the person is really trying to do the best they can.
I know you guys had an event yesterday, or maybe it was Saturday.
We did yesterday and Saturday. We were at Pet Supply Inc. on Saturday, and we had one adoption there. And then we had kind of something interesting happen yesterday at PetSmart. We had Dill and Pickle there, and we are not 100% sure, but we might have found their owner. Someone came to PetSmart saying that they were their dogs. And so we're going to have to get with animal control and find out what area they were found in and figure out if this is all true or if it's not. So potentially really good news. We just want to make sure that there's not anything, that shouldn't be happening going on. But once we confirm, we may be reuniting Dill and Pickle. And if we find out that that's not the case, then we will find them a home.
Well, Dill and Pickle was 2 weeks ago, our pet of the week, the brothers.
Yes.
And we told them the story how one got fostered out and the other one couldn't eat and was restless and couldn't sleep. Right. That tore me apart.
Oh, they're bonded for sure. Yes. And they were on the news over the weekend. They were both of our adoption events. And then lo and behold, someone came in and said, I think these are my dogs.
Good. I hope it is their dog.
I know. We're going to find out. It's going to be tomorrow. Animal control is going to get us all the details, and we're going to figure this out. So one way or the other, we're going to see either they're going to go home or we're going to be finding them a new home. We're kind of on the fence right now.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so again, the Big Payback, and I'll put the screen back up there. If we give money, you guys need to explain again real quick, Angela, what you guys need.
We need a van very badly.
With rear
air conditioning, which is pretty hard to find. Cargo vans, you can put things in them, but you don't have air and heat in the back. So we have to go with a passenger van and remove the seats in the back, and then we can safely transport animals.
And if somebody just wants to give you guys a van with all that, hey, that can work too.
I mean, sure. If they can find one in this market right now, please bring it on.
They can do that. All right, Angela, thank you. We'll spread the word because you know what we think about you guys over there. Thank you for the hard work you guys do. And let me know about Dill and Pickle, please.
I sure will. You guys, thanks so much for always taking care of us.
All right, Angela, thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, Angela Chapman, it's newleashonline.org. If you'd like to help out these great people over there, there's such wonderful work. My goodness, day in and day out, they just work to improve the lives of those animals. Well done.